She's now determined to lead the trade unions back to their core role, that of building industrial and political power in the workplaces and across the communities. Friends, please welcome Sharon Graham, General Secretary of Unite.
Thank you, friends. Solidarity. I stand here with you today as the great niece of my Uncle James, who died of a broken spine in a rockfall in a Durham pit in 1921. He left behind a young wife. He was 33 years old and his children were under 10. And I know today he's sitting right here on my shoulder. His family were given just £300 compensation, £15,000 in today's money, the disposability of a life of a father bought and paid for by corporate greed. So as we stand here today, we remember all those who have died at work, in the past and the current. We remember you, we are proud of you, and we will carry this fight on for you. And friends, while some things have changed, many things remain the same. Because let's be clear, workers, the working class, we are sent out every time to deal with crisis while others sit in their homes. The working class are the ones sent out to deal with crisis. And then when the crisis is over, they expect us to pay for it. Well, let's give a clear message. Absolutely no more. Friends, we are not going to let the rich and powerful take us for a ride again. They have one hand in our pocket and they have the other one up our back. Not this time. We are not going to allow them to do it. I stand here also today as the leader of Unite the Union. Solidarity. And I also stand with the 63,000 Unite members who are currently out on strike. There have been also over 100 Unite members out on strike in a matter of months. 300 disputes won. We are beginning to coordinate action anniversary dates inside the union across numerous employers in the buses and beyond, and also across all different sectors. We've won £50 million for workers. Friends, the trade union movement is the power of the working class. The trade union movement needs to be reborn. Unite also stands absolutely with every worker in struggle. An injury to one must be an injury to all. Our rail, our postal workers, our teachers, and everyone who is standing up and saying no. Friends, workers will not pay for this crisis while profits soar. We can stop this from happening. We have the power in our unions. We have the power in our communities. But we cannot stand by and do the same thing over and over again and expect change. This is the time we must organise, we must mobilise, and crucially, we must act together, act as one, act as we know the trade union movement can. Friends, it's time for us to stop playing the boss's game. We need to use our brains as well as our brawn. Level the playing field. Move the share price as well as the picket line. We know how to do that. And friends, we need to lift up our heads as well as our banners. Lift our heads up as well as our banners. And we need our unity not just to be talk. We need our unity to be real. They will not be able to push all of us back. We have to end the cycle of defeat, and we've got to end the trap that has led us to trade our industrial power for political promises. We cannot trade our industrial power for political promises. It's a trap, it doesn't work, it hasn't worked. We do not need legislation for us to coordinate our action. We don't need them to tell us we can do it right now. And friends, every time they threaten our workers, every time they threaten our unions, and they will, they're going to come for us, I'll tell you what Unite will do. We will put more and more money into our £50 million strike fund. We will not allow workers to be starved back to work. And friends, it is time for us to believe. We've got to believe that we can do this. The collective is the real power of the trade union movement, not one man or woman, the collective. This is how we began. This is who we are. So we have to go from here and we have to rebuild. But we also must know this is for the long haul. We're not going to be able to do this quickly. There are no quick fixes to how we are going to win. It's going to be the hard miles of organising, the hard miles of mobilising. No more political tail wagging this industrial dog. And friends, what I see, and it makes my heart jump, the flame now flickers. Let's nurture that flame together. We've got to stop apologising for who we are. We should never apologise for sticking up for workers and the working class. It's time for our heroes. They're our heroes. Let them be the collective. And friends, it's time for the trade union movement to be reborn. Solidarity.